Good morning, my dear students. Today I'll discuss with you about the teaching and its stages. And before going to discuss about on teaching and its stages, I want to mention one statement that it was told that teacher is born but not made. But now this concept has changed by imparting knowledges, skills, and techniques the teachers can be made. Now see what is teaching. Teaching it is a complex process and considered as an art as well as science. Why it is called as an art? As because the creativity and talents of the teacher is used in case of teaching. And it is also called as science as because there are some specific scientific method and techniques that he or she use at the time of teaching. Now, if you see the definitions given by Barton, it said that teaching is the stimulation, it is guidance, direction, and encouragement of teaching. And Clark also said that teaching refers to activities that are designed and performed to produce change in student behavior. Now, see the characteristics of teaching. It is imparting knowledge and developing understanding. Teaching it is an interactive process as because the teacher and taught they equally involved in the process of teaching. So it is an interactive process. It is a skill occupation. The question here is why it is called a skill occupation. As because the teacher he must know the skills of teaching to become an effective one. And the next one is teaching. It may have many forms like formal, informal, directional or instructional, descriptive or remedial, etc. Now see the phases of teaching. We can also say it as the stages of teaching. Teaching, as I have already explained, it is a very systematic process. So a teacher, before going to teach anything, he must very systematically moved on. Philip W. Jackson, who analyzed the process of teaching in three phases basically: pre-active phase, interactive phase, and post-active phase. Now see what a teacher should do in the pre-active phase. We can also say it is a blueprint stage or the planning of teaching stage. The following operations are done at this stage. Formulation of the goals. The teacher he must formulate the specific as well as the general goals of his teaching. And decision about the content. What content he or she is going to be taught. He first must decide that one. And then the arrangement of ideas and styles of teaching. Then taking decisions about appropriate means of presentations. What methods he will use. And before going to classroom, he must ensure about that one and development of teaching strategies. And in that area, he must develop his teaching strategies. Now, in case of the interactive phase, this stage involves all activities in presenting the subject matter. The plan that has been prepared in the pre-active phase is executed in this phase. The teacher uses a number of strategies to achieve the goal as set in the pre-active stage. In the interactive stage, the below mentioned operations are done. The first one is the perception. Perceptions of whom? The perception on the part of the teacher as well as students. As because when a teacher enters in the classroom, he must study the classroom environment. And at the same time, the students, they also try to perceive the teacher's personality. Then next one is diagnosis. The teacher in the interactive phase, he will diagnose the ability, the aptitude, attitude, academic background and interest of the learners. In the post-active phase, actually this phase is, we can say, also say it as the evaluation phase. The following operations are involved in the post-active stage: addressing the behavioral changes of the learner. The assessing the behavioral changes of the students or the learner. The teacher evaluates the accepted behavioral change with the actual behavioral change of the students during his teaching. The second one, selecting appropriate testing devices. The teacher selects suitable testing techniques to measure various dimensions of behavior. The testing device should be reliable, valid, and objective in nature. The third one, changing or improving teaching strategy on the basis of assessment made. It means that the results of the students' testing are used to evaluate the effectiveness of the methods and techniques used for teaching. Desirable improvement in the teaching techniques can be made on the basis of the assessment made. Thank you.